Susan with Roanoke, and I'm going to talk to you about how to set up a freestanding tent in your backyard. So even if you're camping in your backyard, it's really important to just check out, make sure you have a good campsite. The biggest thing I would say is look for a nice flat spot. You don't want to have any rocks or roots kind of sticking up. You want to remove any debris, any sticks that are down. And you also want to look up and make sure there's no tree limbs or dead branches that could potentially fall on you, dead trees, things like that. So do a good look to make sure we got a good spot. This is in the very back part of my yard, a nice flat grassy spot. This is the spot we're going to use this morning for this tent. Dome style tent. This is from REI, but a lot of freestanding dome style tents are set up kind of similarly, but sometimes the way they attach the poles to the tents can be a little different. So it's important to save your tent's instructions to make sure you're doing everything right. This tent actually has the instructions right on the back, and so I can actually reference that if I need to. A lot of tent manufacturers also have how-to videos on their website, so it can be a good way to find out if you're having trouble setting your tent. Go to YouTube or the tent manufacturer's websites and see if you can find a how-to video. We'll show you this one. This tent also came with a footprint, and this is basically like a footprint's a fancy word for like tarp that you would put down to protect your print floor. If you don't have a tent footprint, you can also use like a painter's cloth or even a piece of old Tyvek would work to kind of protect your tent from the ground there. So I've got my tent body right here. Sometimes they have color-coded grommets to go with the ground cloth or ground sheet, so I'm going to make sure I've got my black one there. This one's black, but the ones over here are orange, I believe, so I'm going to make sure those all line up with the footprint of the tent. Alright, I just pulled out my poles for this tent. This tent, all the poles are attached all on one piece, but just know that a lot of different tents have multiple poles, and so you want to take a few minutes to kind of figure out how those snap together. Alright, I've got my poles all set up, ready to go. Again, this tent is still color-coded with the poles, so the black end of the pole is actually going to the black side of the black grommet over here. Orange end of the pole is going to go on the orange grommet, and so on and so forth. Every pole is going to be a little different for tents. This tent is all the poles attached on the outside of the tent. But you know, some tents will have a little sleeve that the pole will need to slide through in order to stay on the tent. But this one, all we have to do is just snap it onto the poles. Makes it nice and easy all the way around, and we're finally getting the shape of the tent. Alright, we've got the tent body all set up now. Now I can see I've got doors on both sides, so I want to make sure I've got it in the right position. It's not quite straight, so I'm going to move it just a little bit. And then I'm going to go ahead and attach the ground cloth grommet to the tent grommet on all four sides. Next up, I'm going to go ahead and attach the rain fly. Make sure that the doors are lining up with the doors on the rain fly. Sometimes this is helpful if you have another person to help you out. Alright, so I've got more grommets on the rain fly, so I'm going to make sure this is the third and final grommet that's going to fit together on each side of the rain fly. If you notice, the rain fly also has the color-coded system. They try to make it as easy as possible for you to line everything up the right way. Alright, the last thing I'm going to do is go ahead and attach some stakes to the tent to kind of weight it down and make sure it doesn't blow away, and then make sure everything's nice and tight in case you do get rained on in the middle of the night. So we've got two little tags here you can fit your stakes through on this tent. Some tents just have one. I'm going to go ahead and get those all in. You can also use a little hammer or a mallet if you're having trouble getting those in really hard ground when it's been really dry. I'm going to do each side of the tent first. Make sure it's nice and taut and level, and then I'll do the rest of the rain fly. Alright, this rain fly also has a way to stake out, so keeps the rain off. This area is called your vestibule of your tent. Usually you can use it for a little gear storage. Once I've got that in, I can go around and go ahead and tighten up the rain fly to keep us nice and dry all the way around. And then go ahead and open up a door. Nice weather, you can roll this up. A lot of tents have a way to secure the door from the outside so it doesn't kind of get in your way. And then you can go in and enjoy your tent. Alright, thanks for tuning in as we set up this freestanding dome style tent. If you don't have a tent and you want to still camp in your backyard, check out our next video on how to rig up a tarp to have some fun backyard camping with just the tarp and some rope and some stakes.